when I went to the mountains and I did these practices and I took my energy out, because one thing I could not do physically, because I would not believe any of this if I didn't see it with my own eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just like any human. So when we were doing practice, physical practice, there was one thing I could never do, was Lotus Pose. You know what Lotus Pose is? One foot on top, other foot on top. I could never do it. And it's been 5 years I could never do it. And I'll tell you why I couldn't do it. Because there was a pain, a sharp pain that happens in one of the knees. And I didn't know why. It always happened. And I said to Grandmaster on the third day, I said, no, I can't do Lotus. He said, okay, we'll do meditation. You should do meditation. What do you mean? I want to sort this out. How do I? It's been a long time. It hurts. It's okay. It'll happen. He said, by next week, it'll be okay. Next week? Possible. So we did meditation. When we did meditation, I followed his guidance up. Third eye, went out. When I went out, I was training with him. And when I was training, I trained. I trained for weeks, like a dream. And after training for weeks, I felt a tap on my shoulder. And I looked, and he's there. I said, ooh. He said, come back. I said, okay. He said, do Lotus Pose. Okay. 1, 2, fold over. I said, how? He said, we did training. We met outside. I said, huh? Did I fall asleep? A dream? What was that? He said, how long do you think we were gone for? So maybe I slept for a few hours. I said, look at the time. I looked at the time. What was it? 20 minutes. I said, but how? He said, now we don't need to do here. We do everything outside. Everything's faster. I didn't understand. I remember, anybody seen the documentary before? Who watched the documentary? My Himalayan trip. In the documentary, what do you see me practicing? Every scene, I'm just sat there with my eyes closed. You see, what do you mean? He just sits there with his eyes closed. That's his whole training, was just sit there with our eyes closed. You say, what training did you do then? All the training was done outside. Years of training. You think you could just learn everything in 1 month? No, it's not. Years of training was done outside. How many of you seen that I had a little bit more meat than now in the documentary? Yeah, I know, you don't dare say, huh? I struggled. Why I keep telling you about this energy center, and why I keep saying the physical is a limited reflection of the metaphysical, is because we always have it. We always have it when we try to lose weight. Here's easy to lose, and this last little cute donut thing at the bottom is some stubborn ring that just loves you so much it doesn't want to ever leave you. And I used to always have that. No matter how much I gymmed, no matter how, I just, why is this happening? And I remember asking Grandmaster, and he said, we'll work on breath work. I was like, if anybody ever gets the opportunity to go to the Himalayas and train with Grandmaster, look how he eats. It will scare you. Chapatis, 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 rice, rice, rice. Just everything, paneer, dal, everything. And after the whole thing, when everyone's eat everything, and then some gulab jamun, and then some, just everything, just non-stop sweet, 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 like literally eating raw sugar, like, and then, but if you look at him, you're like, where does it all go? So when we went up there for the training, and Lucy asked Grandmaster, he says, Grandmaster, how do you stay in shape? I've been eating with you for a few days, and I put on some weight. He says, we train. And Lucy said, we train? I'm with you every day. You mean just the yoga training? He said, no, outside. Then Lucy said, train outside. I said to Grandmaster, how do you train outside? He said, let's go, do it. Because if you train outside, by the way, I know some of you will be like, this is too mystical, this is too stupid. Look, on a very basic scientific test level, is the scientific test done where some people, they visualize shooting basketball or visualize and their physiology change? Is that proven? Yes or no? It's not far-fetched, except we're just saying more, deeper, faster. And I'll tell you something, since going to the mountains, this thing went and it never comes back. You need to understand, I eat whatever I want, whenever I want. I can, because I can do conscious work outside. And it doesn't always have to be through meditation, because it can be done through dream. Usually when we do that practice, we open up, neck, very important. What's another place, a control box we need to open up? Eyes, we need to open up. It gets the flow of the energy throughout the whole body. Yes? Does anybody know what the king of asanas is? What's the king of asana? Headstand. Does anybody know how we usually finish all our sessions? Headstand. Do you know why? Because when you open, and you tip yourself inversion upside down, where does all the energy go towards? When you want energy, more energy distribution outside, where does it go out? When you go upside down, it all goes there. Now this is energy transmutation.